Benidorm Fest is a Spanish song contest. Organized by the public communication company Radio Televisión Española (RTVE), in collaboration with the Generalitat Valenciana to determine Spain's entry for the Eurovision Song Contest. Beginning with 2022. It is held in Benidorm, Valencian Community, at the Palau Municipal d'Esports L'Illa de Benidorm. The contest consists of 2 semi-finals and a final, with the winner jointly determined through teams of judges and a public vote. The first edition was won by Chanel with Slow-Mo. History. Background. The event is loosely based on the Festival Español de la Canción de Benidorm, Spanish Song Festival of Benidorm, a national song contest created in 1958 and modeled on the Italian Sanremo Music Festival. The competition was held intermittently until 2006, interspersed with several hiatuses and various changes to the format. Return of a festival to Benidorm. 15 years after the final edition of the Spanish Song Festival of Benidorm, RTVE broadcast a conference from the city on the 22nd of July 2021, in which the president of the Generalitat Valenciana Ximo Puig, mayor of the city Antonio Pérez, and president of the radio station José Manuel Pérez Tornero announced the revival of a festival held in Benidorm, which would also become a new Spanish pre-selection for the Eurovision Song Contest. Starting with the 2022 edition. During the broadcast, viewers were assured that there would be changes and updates to the format of the festival, as well as a double contest, in which both professional and amateur singers would take part, whose prize would be the chance to represent Spain at Eurovision. On 29 September of the same year, the rules and mechanics were published, revealing the name of the revamped festival to be Benidorm Fest, and that the first edition was scheduled to air at the end of January 2022. It was subsequently announced that a contract had been signed to hold the event for 4 editions. The Generalitat Valenciana invested around €968,000 in the event. Format. The contest is made up of 2 semi-finals and a final, in which 14 candidates, soloists, duos, trios or groups, perform their songs live. The semi-finals were broadcast on 2 consecutive nights of the same week. In each of these, 7 songs competed, with 4 of them making it to the finals. The public, consisting of the televote plus a panel of judges made up of a sample of the Spanish population, selected by statistical and demoscopic criteria, and a national and international jury vote for their preferred songs, with the final result determined by a split vote between the public and the juries. At the end of the program, the song with the most points is declared the winner and is granted the opportunity to represent Spain at the Eurovision Song Contest. Voting during the 3 shows occurs through a combination of the following methods: expert jury, 50%, heads of delegation, artists, musicians and/or other professionals, 60% national members and 40% international members. In the semi-finals, each member of the jury minus 3 nationals and 2 internationals individually distributes 12, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5 and 4 points, while in the final, they distribute 12, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 and 2 points. Demoscopic panel, 25%, composed of a statistically selected sample of the Spanish population. In the semi-finals, they distribute 30, 25, 20, 18, 15, 12 and 10 points, while in the final, They distribute 30, 25, 20, 18, 15, 12, 10 and 5 points. Public voting. 25%. Via telephone and SMS in the semi-finals. They distribute 30, 25, 20, 18, 15, 12 and 10 points. While in the final, they distribute 30, 25, 20, 18, 15, 12, 10 and 5 points. Presenters. The inaugural edition was hosted by Alaska, Inés Hernand, and Maxim Huerta. Guest performers. Alongside the song competition, the live shows included performances by national and international guest artists. In the first semi-final, Salvador Sobral, winner of the Eurovision Song Contest 2017, performed Fui ver meu ama, and Marlon performed De Perio. As interval acts. During the interval of the second semi-final, Ruth Lorenzo, who represented Spain in the Eurovision Song Contest 2014, performed Baila Pegados, the Spanish entry at the Eurovision Song Contest 1991, and Nina Polacca performed Nora. The final was opened by Pastora Sola, who represented Spain in the Eurovision Song Contest 2012, performing her entry, Cuidate Conmigo. The interval of the final featured Nia and Nino Vargas performing Mi Muero de Risa, and Sola reappearing to perform Que hablan de mí. In addition, 2020 and 2021 Spanish Eurovision entrant Blas Canto made an appearance to hand the trophy to the winner. Identity. Theme music. The theme music of Benidorm Fest, entitled Vita Est, was composed by the musician Pepe Herrero and it is performed by the RTVE Orchestra and Choir. It is a symphonic piece inspired by classic themes such as O Fortuna, from Carmina Burana by Karl Orff, combining it with modern compositions by composers such as Hans Zimmer. The lyrics, composed in Latin, highlight the value of music as a means to unite peoples and make them free. The author produced 15 variations of the piece, of different durations and instrumental templates, for different purposes. Trophy. The winner of Benidorm Fest receives a bronze microphone, made by the Madrid sculptor José Luis Fernández. It is a work of 30 cm high, cast in bronze and made with the lost wax casting method. Selection of participants. On 29 September 2021, RTVE opened a one-month period, later extended until 10 November, for artists, authors and composers to send their proposals to the Public Radio and Television Corporation, while the broadcaster itself reserved a direct invitation to renowned singers and authors from the current music scene. Both the evaluation of submissions and the invitations were carried out in collaboration with musical advisors J. Cruz, Tony Sanchez Olson and Zahara. The contest is open to performers, groups and authors who are at least 16 years old before May 2022, and who must be Spanish nationals or have permanent residence in Spain. In the case of duos or groups, at least 50% of the members must meet this condition. Singers could only submit one application, although composers had the possibility to submit one song as main authors, and 2 additional songs as co-authors. At a press conference held on the 22nd of November 2021, Spanish head of delegation Eva Mora declared 692 submissions had been received by the online form, and 194 songs had been submitted by artists directly invited by RTVE, for a total of 886. The names of the contestants were officially announced by RTVE on 10 December 2021. Songs must be original and not have been published, performed or distributed, in whole or in part, before September of the previous year to the Eurovision Song Contest, in accordance with Eurovision rules. In addition, the song must be between 2.5 and 3 minutes long, and must include at least 65% of the lyrics in Spanish and/or co-official languages of Spain. Likewise, the authors were able to suggest the artist or group they consider ideal to perform their song. But the final decision is always RTVE's. Artists. 14 candidates were selected, initially slated to be 12, of which at least 2 must be from those who registered on the website. To choose the participants, gender parity, the combination of musical references with new talents and the variety of styles were taken into account. Competing entries. The names of the initial 14 artists and songs were announced on 10 December 2021. All the songs were made available on RTVE Play and RTVE's website on 21 December 2021. On 23 January 2022, Lunaki announced their withdrawal from Benidorm Fest due to a combination of personal issues and the inability to use autotune under Eurovision rules. Live shows. The 2 semi-finals were held on 26 and 27 January 2022. And the final was held on 29 January 2022. The running order of the semi-finals, which was decided by the organizers, was revealed on 13 January 2022. The running order of the final was decided by a draw held on 28 January 2022. Semi-final 1. The first semi-final was held on 26 January 2022. Chanel, Tancugueras, Blanca Paloma and Vari Brava qualified for the final. Semi-final 2. The second semi-final was held on 27 January 2022. Rigoberta Bandini, Raiden, Zen and Gonzalo Hermida qualified for the final. The final was held on 29 January 2022. Chanel is the winner. Winners. Notes. References. External links. Official website.